Hello and welcome to this video lecture where we will delve into understanding AI language models in a detailed guide. So our first question is, what are AI language models? AI language models are like the brains in computers that understand and generate human language. They're a bit like a super smart friend who's read a lot of books and can talk about almost anything. These models learn from vast amounts of text, books, articles, conversations, and use this knowledge to respond to questions, write stories, or even compose emails. Our next question is, how do they work? Can we understand this with a simple example? Imagine you're playing a game of make-believe with your friend where you create a story together. You say a line and then your friend adds the next line, making the story as they go. AI language models work similarly. When you ask a question or give a command, the model thinks about what it has learned and adds the next line to the conversation. For example, if you ask, "What's the tallest mountain in the world?" the model uses what it's learned to answer Mount Everest. It understands your question and generates a relevant response based on its training. Our next question is, why are they important? AI language models are crucial because they can handle tasks that involve understanding or creating text, which is a big part of our daily communication. They can answer questions, help write or edit text, translate languages, create chatbots for customer service, assist in education and research, understanding through interaction. The best way to understand how these models work is through interaction. For instance, when you use a service like ChatGPT, you're talking to an AI language model. The more you interact, the clearer it becomes how the model responds to different prompts and questions. In summary, AI language models are advanced tools that understand and generate human language, learning from the vast amounts of text data they are trained on. They are significant in various applications, from everyday queries to complex content generation, making them indispensable in the modern tech landscape. In this video lecture, we will learn how AI models understand and generate text. First, let's understand the process. AI language models understand and generate text using a process that's like a mix of reading a huge library and being a really good guesser. Let's break this down. 1. Training with massive data. Imagine the AI model as a student who has read an enormous library of books, articles, and websites. This reading is actually the training phase, where the model goes through vast amounts of text data. The model learns different patterns, structures, and nuances of language from this data. 2. Learning patterns and context. While reading, the AI learns to recognize patterns in language. For example, it understands that sunny often follows the weather is in a sentence. It learns not just words, but also how they're typically used together, capturing the context. 3. Predicting and generating text. When you ask the AI a question or give it a prompt, it uses what it has learned to predict the most likely response. For example, if you start a sentence with "the weather is," the AI might predict that the next word could be sunny based on its training. Now let's us understand it with a simple example. Imagine you're writing a story and you type, "Once upon a time there was a..." The AI model predicts what comes next based on its training. Maybe it suggests young princess or brave astronaut, because it has seen similar story openings in its training. Why is this understanding important? Communication assistants, AI models can help us write better, suggest replies in emails, or create engaging stories. Language translation. They can translate between languages by understanding the structure and meaning of sentences. Educational tools. AI can assist in learning by providing explanations, summaries, or answering questions. In summary, AI language models understand and generate text by learning from vast amounts of data and recognizing patterns in language. They're like super smart readers and writers rolled into one, helping us in various ways from crafting emails to translating languages. Now let's have a quick look about what exactly are large language models and how do they function. While I won't delve into every technical detail, I'll provide you with enough background to help you design effective prompts. Understanding a few key aspects of these models will be very useful when creating your prompts. At their core, large language models generate responses by predicting the next word based on the input you provide. They do this word by word, adding each predicted word to the input and then predicting the next one. This process continues until the model decides it has completed its response. Essentially, it's like a sophisticated and highly advanced game of word prediction. Think of it this way. If you type "the sun sets," the model will predict the next word to complete the sentence. If you give it a prompt like "the sky ignites," in hues of amber, gold, and crimson bright, based on its training data, it generates responses by continuing this word prediction process until it forms a coherent sentence or paragraph. To illustrate further, let's try some different examples. If you start with "in the middle of the," the model will likely predict night as the next word. It continues from there, potentially crafting a sentence like, "Quiet night, stars shimmer, a celestial delight." The model uses common patterns it has learned to generate a narrative that fits the context of the input. Another example, if you type, "birds can," ChatGPT might continue with "be heard at dawn's first light," chirping melodies bringing the morning bright, because it predicts the next word based on the context provided by the previous words. The model uses its vast training data to generate logical continuations that make sense within the given context. Now, how do these models learn to do this? They are trained on vast amounts of text data from the internet. During training, the model is given a series of words and asked to predict the next word repeatedly. If it predicts incorrectly, adjustments are made to improve its accuracy. This process, repeated millions of times, helps the model learn the patterns and structures of human language. Think of it like this. If you provide a sentence fragment like, "a quick brown," the model will likely continue with "fox leaps with grace," "over the lazy dog in a playful chase." It has learned this sequence from countless examples during training. The context and relationships between words are crucial for these predictions. Understanding this prediction mechanism is essential for designing effective prompts. When you give a prompt, the model uses its training to generate the most likely next word, considering the context you've provided. This can be incredibly powerful for generating detailed and relevant responses. Let's explore another scenario. Suppose you're writing a story and you need some inspiration. You could start with, "The mysterious forest was," and ChatGPT might respond with, "filled with ancient trees and hidden secrets." This not only continues your narrative, but can also spark new ideas for your writing. Or imagine you're developing a learning module on climate change. You could prompt ChatGPT with, "climate change effects," and the model might generate, "Taliv with secrets, whispering winds through the ancient twisted thickets. Shadows danced under the moon's soft gleam. In this enchanted realm, reality felt like a dream." Such responses can provide a solid foundation of information to build upon. As these models evolve, they become more sophisticated. While ChatGPT is a prominent example, there are many other models like GPT-4o and Llama, which bring their unique strengths to the table. The field is rapidly advancing, so being open to experimentation and adaptation is key. One important aspect to remember is that these models introduce some randomness in their responses. This means that the output might vary slightly each time you use the same prompt. For instance, if you input, "the future of technology is," the model might complete it differently each time, such as innovative, exciting, or unpredictable. This variability can be useful for generating diverse content, but also means you shouldn't expect identical results every time. Additionally, it's important to know that the model's knowledge is based on the data it was trained on. For example, in its early days, ChatGPT's training data goes up to 2021. Then, as of 2024, GPT 3.5, available in the free version of ChatGPT, has knowledge of events that occurred up to January 2022, while GPT-4, accessible through ChatGPT Plus, has access to information up to December 2023, including the ability to search the web for real-time data. If you need information on more recent events or developments, you'll need to provide that context in your prompt, as the model won't have updated information beyond its training cutoff. For example, if you need information about the latest advancements in electric vehicles, you might need to include a prompt like, "Tell me about the electric vehicles introduced in 2024 and their features," and provide some context if necessary, since the model's knowledge is limited to data up to 2023. Keep a note that this limitation will change rapidly with time, and by the time you watch this video, the free version would have been trained up to 2024 or beyond. By grasping these concepts, you'll be better equipped to craft prompts that elicit high-quality, relevant responses. The key is to experiment and refine your prompts, to tap into the full potential of large language models like ChatGPT. Imagine you're a teacher creating lesson plans. You can use ChatGPT to generate ideas by prompting it with, "Create an engaging lesson plan for teaching photosynthesis to middle school students." The model might respond with a detailed plan that includes an interactive experiment, visual aids, and discussion questions. Or suppose you're a business analyst preparing a report on market trends. You could prompt ChatGPT with, "Analyze the market trends for renewable energy in the past decade." The model could provide an insightful analysis, helping you compile a comprehensive report. Also, every time you ask something, it may come up with new words. Say, for example, "Let me type, 'a quick brown,' and see the result. It says, 'A quick brown fox leaps with agility over the lazy dog,' showing its ability. Now try it again, 'a quick brown,' and now see it says, 'A quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog,' Its fur a flash, leaving not a trace or log. If you keep on trying the same thing, it's highly likely that you will get something new due to its nature and how vast the data are fed in these models. So let's dive in and explore how to harness these incredible tools to enhance your work, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. By understanding and utilizing the capabilities of large language models, you can unlock new levels of productivity and innovation. Now let's have a look at several AI models that are widely recognized for their advanced capabilities and diverse applications. Here are the 5 AI models that are commonly used today, along with their use cases, impact on the world, and how they assist professionals. ChatGPT, OpenAI. Use case: ChatGPT is utilized for generating human-like text in various applications such as customer service, educational content, creative writing, and interactive assistance. Impact: ChatGPT has transformed customer interaction by automating responses and enhancing personalization. It aids professionals in drafting content, brainstorming ideas, and even tutoring students. Changing the world: ChatGPT democratizes access to sophisticated language generation tools, increasing productivity and creativity in multiple sectors. 2. Claude, Anthropic. Use case: Claude is designed for ethical and safe AI-driven content creation and conversational AI, primarily used in enterprise applications to ensure reliable interactions. Impact: Claude's emphasis on ethical AI use helps businesses maintain high standards of reliability and trust in their AI systems, crucial for customer and internal interactions. Changing the world: by ensuring AI interactions are safe and ethical, Claude supports responsible AI deployment in sensitive business environments. 3. Bard and Gemini, Google. Use case: these models enhance various Google services such as search engine results, content creation, and user interactions. Bard focuses on improving search accuracy and Gemini on text and image generation. Impact: these models enhance user experience by providing more accurate and contextually appropriate search results, and by automating content generation tasks. Changing the world: integrating AI into everyday tools, Bard and Gemini improve efficiency and accuracy, making sophisticated AI accessible to a broader audience. Llama, Meta. Use case: Llama is used in both research and commercial applications, powering AI features across Meta's platforms and available for open-source projects. Impact: its open-source nature encourages innovation, allowing developers to build customized AI solutions based on a robust AI foundation. Changing the world: Llama fosters community-driven advancements in AI, supporting widespread research and development efforts. 5. Microsoft Copilot. Use case: Microsoft Copilot is integrated into Microsoft 365, Outlook, and other Microsoft products to assist in tasks like writing emails, generating reports, analyzing data, and coding. Impact: Copilot significantly boosts productivity by automating mundane tasks and enhancing complex workflows in software development, content creation, legal documentation, and more. Changing the world by embedding AI across various Microsoft applications, Copilot enhances productivity and efficiency, helping professionals focus on higher-level tasks and strategic decision-making. These AI models illustrate the forefront of AI technology, each contributing uniquely to different sectors by improving efficiency, enhancing user experiences, and fostering innovation. They play a critical role in shaping the future of AI applications in everyday life. Hello and welcome to our next video lecture on limitations and capabilities of AI language models. So when working with AI language models like GPTs, Google Bard, Meta AI, and others, it's essential to understand their strengths and weaknesses. Let's dive into their capabilities and limitations with an example for clarity. Let's first talk about the capabilities. Understanding context. AI models can understand and maintain context over a conversation. For example, if you're discussing the topic of space exploration, the model can keep track of the topic and provide relevant responses. 2. Generating human-like text. These models can generate text that closely resembles human writing, making them useful for creating content, answering questions, or writing in a conversational style. 3. Versatility in applications. From writing assistants to customer service chatbots, language models are versatile and can be applied in various fields. Now let's discuss about the limitations. 1. Lack of real-world understanding. AI models don't possess real-world experience or consciousness. For instance, if you ask about personal experiences, the model can generate a response but doesn't actually experience anything. 2. Dependency on input quality. The quality of the model's output heavily depends on the input it receives. Unclear or vague prompts can lead to less accurate responses. 3. Bias in training data. Since these models learn from vast datasets, they can inadvertently learn and replicate biases present in the training data. Let's take an example to understand it. Imagine using an AI model to write a story. For this example, we will use GPT-4o as our AI model, which is called Large Language Model LLM in technical terms. You provide the prompt, write a fantasy story about a dragon, and then wait for the response. See the result. The model can generate a compelling story based on patterns it has learned. However, if you ask it for personal opinions or factual information about dragons, its responses are limited to what's in its training data and can't reflect real experiences or scientific accuracy. In summary, while AI language models are powerful tools for text generation and understanding, recognizing their limitations is crucial for effective use. They excel in processing and generating language-based information, but lack real-world awareness and can be influenced by the quality and biases of their training data. Hello and welcome to one more interesting video lecture where we will go learn the art of crafting effective prompts, elements of a good prompt. So when designing prompts for AI language models, the goal is to guide the model to provide the most relevant and accurate responses. Here are key elements to consider when crafting effective prompts. 1. Clarity and specificity. Be clear and specific about what you want. Vague prompts can lead to vague responses. For example, instead of asking, "Tell me about animals," specify what you want as a response, like, "What are the main characteristics of African lions?" Let's see this with an example. For this, I'm using Meta AI. First, I will say, "Tell me about animals." Now wait and see the response. Right, now I will be more specific and provide a clear prompt. What are the main characteristics of African lions? Now wait and see the response. Now on your screen you can see both the outputs. On your left is a vague, or you can say unclear response. However, on your right you can see a much clearer response. Now I hope this will help you understand why you need to provide a clear prompt to get a better response. 2. Contextual information. Providing context helps the model understand the background and deliver more accurate responses. If you're asking about a historical event, include a specific time period or location for better accuracy. Let's take an example. I will be using Meta AI to generate the response. So my prompt will be, "Provide me with a summary with bullet points about the 15th August 1947 Independence Day in India." Now wait for the response. See the response. You can very well see the responses according to my expectations. With just following clarity, specificity, along with contextual information, I was able to get the accurate response. Great, now next is number 3, balance detail. Include enough detail to guide the response, but not so much that it restricts the model's ability to generate creative or broad responses. For example, write a story about a young wizard in medieval England gives a good starting point without over-constraining the narrative. 4. Avoiding ambiguity. Ambiguous prompts can lead the model down multiple paths, resulting in a less focused response. Be precise in your wording to steer the model in the desired direction. 5. Prompt length. While longer prompts can provide more context, they should be concise enough to maintain focus. Too much information can overwhelm or misdirect the model. Let's understand this with an example. Let's consider a scenario where you want to use an AI model to create a recipe. A less effective prompt might be, "Make a recipe." This is vague and could lead to any number of results. A more effective prompt would be, "Create a vegetarian recipe for a quick, healthy dinner using broccoli, carrots, and tofu." This prompt is clear, specific, and provides enough context for the AI to generate a targeted response. Have a look at both the responses. You can easily identify which one is efficient for you. In summary, crafting effective prompts involves a balance of clarity, specificity, contextual information, and appropriate detail. This approach guides the AI to produce responses that are relevant, accurate, and aligned with the user's intent. Now, this video lecture is very interesting as we will understand how various prompt types for AI language models can generally be categorized. Alright, so various prompt types for AI language models can generally be categorized into open-ended prompts, closed-ended prompts, and instructional prompts. Let's understand each with an example. First up is open-ended prompts. These prompts are broad and allow for a wide range of responses. They encourage creativity and exploration. Example: write a story about a mysterious island. This prompt does not specify details like the plot, characters, or setting, leaving the AI model free to generate a creative narrative. Now let's understand closed-ended prompts. Closed-ended prompts elicit a specific, often factual response. They are more direct and less about exploration. Example: what is the capital of France? This prompt has a definite answer: Paris, leaving little room for deviation. Finally, let's understand the instructional prompts. These prompts direct the AI to perform a specific task or function. Example: summarize the key points of the last US presidential debate in 200 words. This instructs the AI to perform a specific task, summarization, within set parameters. Understanding the type of prompt to use is crucial in guiding the AI model to produce the desired output. The choice between open-ended, closed-ended, and instructional prompts depends on the user's objective and the nature of the task at hand. This video is purely for demonstration purposes, so there won't be any audio guidance. I will perform the practical demonstration, which will include some examples of open-ended, close-ended, and instructional prompts. Learning without audio guidance can be beneficial, as it encourages active reading and comprehension, allowing you to focus more on the text and internalize the information better. You'll also develop stronger reading and critical thinking skills. At the end of this section, there will be a quiz to evaluate your understanding. Are you ready? Let's begin. These prompts are designed to engage ChatGPT in various types of interactions, from providing detailed explanations and narratives to giving straightforward answers and instructions. I hope this was useful. At the end of this section, there will be a quiz to evaluate your understanding. See you there. Hello and welcome to another interesting video lecture. In this video, we will cover the common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Let's begin. So, when designing prompts for AI language models, there are common pitfalls to be aware of and strategies to avoid them. In this video lecture, we will cover 7 pitfalls along with it. I will share how you can avoid it with an example. Are we ready? Let's go. 1. Vagueness. Pitfall. A vague prompt can lead to irrelevant or broad responses. Avoidance. Be specific and clear about what you want. Example. Instead of write about a vehicle, use write a short story about a family road trip in an electric car across California. 2. Overspecification. Pitfall. Giving too many details can overconstrain the response, stifling creativity or leading to errors. Avoidance. Provide enough information to guide but not restrict. Example, instead of listing every detail for a story, give a general theme or a few key elements. 3. Assuming AI's real-world knowledge. Pitfall: assuming the AI has real-world experience or opinions. Avoidance: remember that AI responses are based on patterns in data, not personal experience. Example, instead of asking for personal opinions, ask for information based on known data. 4. Misinterpretation of prompts. Pitfall: AI might misinterpret a prompt due to ambiguous language. Avoidance: use clear and unambiguous language. Example, clarify bat as either the animal or the sports equipment depending on the context. 5. Underestimating context importance. Pitfall: not providing enough context can lead the AI to misinterpret the prompt. Avoidance: include relevant background information. Example, instead of describe the implications, use describe the economic implications of renewable energy adoption in Europe. 6. Leading questions. Pitfall: asking a question that leads to a biased or predetermined answer. Avoidance: frame questions neutrally. Example, replace "Why is fast food harmful?" with "What are the health impacts of eating fast food?" 7. Ignoring model limitations. Pitfall: expecting the AI to perform tasks beyond its capabilities like real-time updates or personal experiences. Avoidance: align prompts with the model's known capabilities. Example, don't ask for the latest stock market prices, instead, ask for general strategies in stock market investment. By recognizing and addressing these pitfalls, you can design prompts that effectively guide AI responses and avoid misunderstandings.